Alright, I'm gonna start putting my face cam down here like fucking Asmongold or some shit. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Richard West. I'm a Denver sports fan, obviously. Today, let's see what Hoop Central has to say about the Nuggets, because we are making some moves in the offseason. After a super quiet, literally silent draft, we are, making moves, and it's making me super excited for this year. So Hoop Central is a channel that I've been keeping my eye on for NBA videos and news and stuff like that, so I think that we can rely on them for a comprehensive video of what the situation is going to look like. I'm really curious to hear what they have to say here. Go ahead and check out their channel. I'll link their video down in the comments below.
This is a big move for Denver. This is the biggest transaction they've made in years. Cam Johnson was pretty much the most coveted wing on the trade market. Teams have been trying to get Cam out of Brooklyn for a year now. He is a high character guy, plays both ends of the court, shoots the three well.
I'm so hyped.
Another disappointing playoff run from
Turn this
Michael
up.
Porter Jr., Denver finally pulled the trigger. June 30th, 2025. The trade everyone was debating actually happened. And what the Nuggets got back, nobody saw this coming.
It's crazy.
They turned Michael Porter Jr.'s bloated contract into Cam Johnson's elite shooting.
Johnson, deep one, connects! Cam Johnson!
Brought back
Yo, I am
finals.
so excited to see him in a Nuggets uniform, bro. The absolute disparity in the front office moves from before to now. Dude, honestly, it's just so exciting to see different core players on the depth chart, you know what I mean? Like, the biggest change being Russell Westbrook, and now seeing a complete revision of, like, oh my god, it's so exciting. Just thinking about the future of the franchise. We got Christian Brown, we got MPJ out of there, Cam Johnson in, Bruce Brown back in. Fuck!
Hero Bruce Brown and saved $36 million.
I need a
in
sip
the
of my
process.
Wawa.
Within
Too
a couple
hyped.
of hours, Denver went from capped out and stuck to flexible and dangerous, and nobody's talking about it yet.
Well, I don't know when he made this video, but everyone's talking about it from what I see. That's what makes it even more amazing. We literally had less than no wiggle room, and they made that trade without trading like any future picks. Insane.
Let's talk about addition by subtraction, because on paper, trading Michael Porter Jr., a 27-year-old averaging 18 points on 39% three-point shooting, seems insane. This is a guy Denver gave a $180 million extension to, a guy who was supposed to be their third star. But here's what the box score doesn't tell you. 25-26, $38 million. 26-27, $40 million. That's a total of $78 million remaining. That's not a contract, that's a financial prison. And let's be real about the elephant in the room. Availability. MPJ has missed 187 games in his 6-year career. That's over
Jesus
2 full seasons
Christ.
of games. You can't help your team win a championship from the trainer's table. But
Yeah, and let's also, I don't want to dunk on MPJ because, like, he's been in so many situations where he showed up when we absolutely needed him and nobody else was showing up. But, like, it is one of those things where it's like, how can you show up all game in game 2 and then game 3, 4, and 5 you're silent, and then game 6 you're back? You know what I mean? MPJ is a good shooter, but the inconsistencies outweigh literally anything else that he can bring to the table. I'm so curious to see what it's going to look like with him on another team now, if that will improve at all. Because honestly, it might. With him having something to prove, you know, you never know. But it's just like, we need consistency more than anything. There was already a problem with having zero depth and that weighing Jokic down during his prime. I mean, literally everybody knew that. Like that was the whole thing, was the front office was wasting Jokic's prime. But then to have starters that weren't even contributing as starters. Like, Jesus.
the real issue, fit.
We can't
Watch
have that.
MPJ play alongside Jokic.
And it seems like
He's a shooter.
that
who
problem's
needs the
fixed
ball
now.
in his hands
There's
to get
just
in rhythm.
so much
He's
depth.
not a cutter. He's not a screener.
now.
He's not moving without
It's just
the
a
ball.
couple moves.
He's standing in the corner waiting for his turn. That's not how you maximize Nikola Jokic.
And zero drafted
That's not
players.
how you win championships. Enter Cam Johnson. The Nuggets just acquired a player who shoots 39.2% from 3 for his career, shoots 41% from 3 in the playoffs, costs $20 million next year, and has missed just 48 games in his entire 6-year career.
The improvement
That's a $13
in the
million
numbers
saving
is crazy.
right now. But it gets better. Over the next 3 years, MPJ would cost $78 million. Cam Johnson costs $42 million. That's a saving of $36 million.
This is why I like watching this channel. I wouldn't have known these numbers otherwise. He just, like, I can see the practical, like, upfront, in-your-face improvements, but, like, little stuff like that, just the little metrics, those all add up too. Those all contribute to, like, how important these moves are. So impressive.
What can you do with that money? Oh, I don't know. Maybe bring back a finals hero? But here's the basketball genius of this move. Cam Johnson isn't just cheaper, he's better for what Denver needs. Look at these numbers. They're both 39% three-point shooters in the regular season. But in the playoffs, Cam Johnson is 41%. And this year, MPJ was just 34%. Turnover rate, 7.
Again, I'm not trying to diss him, but honestly, I'm surprised that it was that much.
0.8% for Johnson versus 9.2% for MPJ. Assist rate, 13.1% for Johnson and 6.4% for MPJ.
Damn.
Johnson moves the ball, Johnson cuts, Johnson gets it. Think about Jokic for a second. The best passing big man in NBA history. A guy who sees 3 passes, 3 moves ahead, like he's playing chess, while everyone else is playing checkers.
Barton, watch him. He's looking at Will Barton right there. Whee! Oh, that is just beautiful.
What does he need? Guys who move, guys who cut, guys who understand spacing. That's Cam Johnson's entire game. Remember, this is a Nuggets team that can be an offensive masterpiece with Jokic in charge. They don't need another guy standing still. They need motion. They need high IQ. They need someone who makes the right play every single time. And in the playoffs, when it matters most, Johnson shot 41% from 3. That's not just good, that's elite. That's defenses have to guard you at all times good. That's creating space for Jokic to operate good.
Yeah.
But wait, if saving $36 million was so important, what did Denver do with that money? They brought back someone who knows exactly how to win with this call. June 8th, 2023, NBA Finals, Game 4. The Nuggets lead the series 2-1, but the pressure is on. This is the swing game. Win, and you're one victory from a championship. Lose, and it's a tied series with Miami gaining momentum. And then, Bruce Brown happens. 21 points, 8 of 11 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3.
Oh god, I'm so
11
hyped.
points in the final
I'm
5
so
minutes.
hyped for this
The
year,
dagger
just from those
three-pointer
couple
that sealed
moves.
it. The Nuggets go up 3-1 and never look back.
Yep.
Here's what most people don't remember. In those crucial final minutes, Mike Malone benched Michael Porter Jr. for Bruce Brown. Let that sink in.
Damn.
When the championship was on the line, the Nuggets chose the $6 million role player over the $35 million max guy. And it worked. But Bruce Brown isn't just about one game. He's about everything the Nuggets have been missing since he left. Let me paint you a picture of what makes this dude special. 6'4", but plays like he's 7 feet.
It just shows you how screwed over Mike Malone was. Like, seriously, he was trapped by... The fuck is this dude looking at me for? Bro, I'm pause in a minute. Chill out. He was trapped, dude. He was trapped. I'm very curious to know what this would look like if we had kept him and just gotten the new general manager. I don't know. Adelman's done a pretty good job transforming the defense. I said that a lot last year. So, who knows? Maybe he has a lot more insight than people are ever going to give him credit for. Or at least for a little bit until, we hopefully go to the championship this year, which seems highly attainable. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks the way it shook out.
Tall. Guards positions 1 through 5. Yes, including centers. 6'9" wingspan on a 6'4" frame. Rock solid, 200 pounds of I'm not backing down. In 23-24, Brown was one of only 5 players in the entire NBA with 160 plus deflections and fewer than 1,800 minutes. That's not effort. That's not hustle. That's elite defensive instincts. But here's what makes...
that's what I'm saying. It seems like an Adelman pickup.
Bruce Brown truly special. He's the
that guy
NBA player.
you had before? Why don't we bring him back?
Brown takes just 15% of his shots from deep. He's bottom 5% among forwards in three-point attempts. So
and also it's 1 for 1.
Everything
one
else.
big offensive
Watch
pickup
this man set screens.
and Cam
not
Johnson
normal
and one
screens.
defensive with
Bruce Brown screens like his family's life depends on it. He prefers setting screens for Jokic over handling the ball himself. Name another guard in the NBA who does that. I'll wait. 68% of his shots come in the paint. Again, this is a 6'4" guard, but he's mastered the art of cutting, finishing, and creating chaos around the rim. Now, let's talk about why Denver desperately needed him back. 24-25 playoffs. Nuggets benched averaged just 14.8 points per game. 2023 championship run, Bruce Brown alone averaged 12 points coming off the bench. Their entire bench barely outscored what Bruce Brown gave them by himself.
Bro, it is so insane, dude. So not only are we going to actually go into this year with, like, think about how far we got into the playoffs. First of all, with a brand new coach right before the playoffs. He had like 3 games of the regular season before he had to coach this team through the playoffs. That coach was smart enough to rely on Jokic to help with the coaching for him, and also with all the fucking bullshit with the rigged series with OKC, you know, they were forcing their wins the whole way, all the ref nonsense, all the Thunder players, the dirty fucking, you know, Dort and all them, literally causing crucial injuries for Nuggets players. Through all of that, think about how far we got into the playoffs with all of these guys injured, all of them tired, no depth at all. Now we're not only going to have depth, we're going to have defensive and offensive weapons. A starting lineup that has literally everything to gain by just fucking balling out. This is literally a championship team. This is going to be a championship year. And I honestly don't know what it's going to take for someone to knock us out of the playoffs this year. Last year, the year before, it was so obvious how it happened. It was so clear what the problems were. New problems are going to have to present themselves over time, and I don't know what what those would possibly be this year. This really feels like a champ. We are at least making it to the championship.
2023.
I'm so excited.
That's not a stat,
Oh my god.
That's a crisis.
I got
Here's
all
the thing
my
about Bruce
Nuggets
Brown.
merch
He's never been the same since leaving Denver. 2023 with the Nuggets.
throughout last year,
12
like at
points
the
per
end of the
game in
playoffs and stuff like that.
Championship.
I'm going to be able to wear all of it throughout my
23-24 with the Pacers
reactions
and Raptors.
next season.
10.8 points per game. Missed the playoffs. 24-25. Raptors and Pelicans. 8.3 points per game. Lottery teams. It's like he's Superman and Denver is his phone booth. He needs this system. This system needs him. The chemistry is already there. No learning curve. No adjustment period. Brown knows where Jokic wants him. Jokic knows where Brown will be. It's basketball
I'm so
telepathy
hyped.
developed over a championship run. And the best part? He's only 28 years old. This isn't some washed veteran chasing a ring. This is a player in his prime who already proved he can deliver when it matters most. So Denver saves money, gets better shooting, and brings back their X factor.
Literally all
But what
upside.
does this actually mean for
right?
the Western Conference? The answer should terrify every contender. So let's zoom out for a second.
I love the way
The
he's
Western
framing this right now.
Conference is a bloodbath. The Thunder just won the championship with their young core. The Timberwolves have Ant
Won.
Edwards ascending. The Rockets just added Kevin Durant to their young core.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Everyone's loading up. But what Denver just did, it's different. It's smarter. It's sustainable. First,
Because
let's
it was like crucial moves, absolute needs, back to back post draft when nobody expected anything. Just business
talk about
was
what
made.
these moves unlock. The Nuggets now have 4 or 5 different lineup combinations that all
Literally.
make sense. The death lineup: Murray, Bruce Brown, Johnson, Gordon, and Jokic. Switching everything, shooting from everywhere. The defensive fortress: Brown, Johnson, Gordon, Jokic. Good luck scoring on this. The spacing lineup: Murray, Johnson, Strother, Gordon, Jokic. 40% three-point shooting around Jokic. The chaos lineup: Murray, Brown, Gordon, and Jokic at the 5, running teams off the floor. But here's the real genius: the financial flexibility.
Yes.
By saving $36 million over the next 2 years, Denver can stay under the luxury tax apron, use their full mid-level exception, actually continue to improve their bench, and keep their core together for longer. Denver finally got deeper and more flexible. And let's not forget the most important factor. Nikola Jokic is 30 years old and in his absolute prime. The man just averaged 29.6 points,
Yeah,
12.7
the actual MVP.
rebounds, 10.2 assists, and 41.
By the way, such a tangent. Skip ahead if you want to. I am so goddamn tired of this. Well, it's somebody else's turn. MVP voting bullshit. Josh Allen was not the MVP. Neither was this motherfucker on OKC. This whole thing of like, this person's about to win X amount of MVPs in a row, or within a certain number of years, we have to give it to somebody else. So fucking tired of it. So like, and the fact that like the OKC crowd had the audacity to be shouting free throw merchant at someone like Jokic when he's the actual MVP. The fact that we're giving Josh Allen the MVP award, just because, oh, well, I feel so bad for Josh Allen. Josh Allen's so nice. I can't stand it. Drives me fucking nuts. Is it based on merit or not? Is it based on stats and results and production or not? Otherwise, get rid of the fucking award because no one's actually earning it.
% from 3. That's statistically
Drives me
the
nuts.
best season
Drives
of his career.
me fucking nuts.
And he did it all while making everything look effortless. Most teams get a 2 to 3 year championship window before the salary cap crushes them. Look at the Warriors. Look at the Bucks. Even look at Denver's first championship team. They couldn't keep it together.
Literally,
With these
bro.
moves, they extend Denver's windows another 3+ years. Here's why. Jokic signed through 2028, Murray signed through 2029, Gordon signed through 2029, Johnson costs roughly 40% less than MPJ, and Brown on a team-friendly deal. Now let's talk about fit, because talent doesn't win championships, fit wins championships. Cam Johnson with Jokic, 39% three-point shooter spreading the floor, high IQ cutter who understands spacing, low turnover player who makes quick decisions, and playoff experience with deep Phoenix runs. Now Bruce Brown with Jokic, defensive Swiss Army knife covering for Jokic, elite screener creating space for Jokic,
Dude.
chaos creator in the paint,
The
opening up
Jokic
passing
offense is going to
lanes,
be
and
amazing.
championship DNA from their 2023 run. The defensive upgrade alone changes everything. One of last year's Denver Nuggets.
I'm at, like, literally the transformation, like I said, of the defense just throughout the playoffs because of Adelman was already amazing. Then you add a weapon like that, what is this going to look like? Dude, I'm so excited, man. And I've said it on this channel before, but I'll say it again. The reason I'm a Nuggets fan is because growing up, the Broncos were the first team that I was ever introduced to, and I've just never been able to shake the attachment to that team because of that. And so I only actually started like really heavily watching sports like all the time in 2023. So then following the 2023 NFL season, Broncos drop out of playoff contention, and then all I have left to watch is basketball. Naturally, I'm going to go to the Denver basketball team. Denver Broncos, Denver Nuggets. It's just natural progression. So that would be the 2024 season, technically. The 2023-2024 season. Meaning, I never got to see this team win the championship. I've been through 2 playoff years of, ooh, you had it, but just not enough. Just fell short. Because of the exact same problems that we've been trapped by both years. This is the first time that I'm seeing this level of flexibility, and the idea of, oh, we could actually go to the championship now. It's like I might actually get to see it in real time. So I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I really want to see this.
Its glaring weaknesses, perimeter defense. They couldn't stay in front of quick guards. They couldn't switch effectively. Now, with Brown and Johnson's 6'8" frame, they can switch 1 through 4 seamlessly. They can hide Murray on defense. They can throw different looks at opponents. And in clutch time, when games are decided, Denver now has Jokic, obvious closer, Murray, proven clutch scorer, Gordon, proven clutch scorer, Johnson, 41% playoff three-point shooter, and Brown, proven playoff performer. Good luck game planning against that in a 7-game series.
Literally.
The moves are made.
If
the
it even
pieces
gets
fit.
to 7.
But here's what should really scare the rest of the NBA. Think about the timing of all this. June 30th, 1 day, 2 moves, complete philosophical shift. While other teams are overpaying for marginal upgrades, while the new CBA is crushing team building flexibility, while everyone else is zigging, Denver just zagged. Look at what Denver just did. Dumped MPJ's $35 million contract, added Johnson at $22 million, added Brown at the minimum, improved their team while saving roughly $13 million next year. That's not normal.
This is so detailed and comprehensive. Thank you, Hoop Central.
That's not how NBA trades usually work. Teams typically have to overpay to get better. Denver just got better and cheaper.
Still don't know how they pulled that off.
When you have a front office that actually understands basketball. Denver just promoted Ben Tenzer to Executive VP of Basketball Operations and brought in Jonathan Wallace from Minnesota. New leadership, same championship mindset. They just played 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
So
But here's
hyped.
the scariest part for the rest of the NBA.
By the way, I need one of those whites.
Denver isn't done. They've also added Jonas Valanciunas
Yep.
and Tim Hardaway Jr.
I was wondering if he was going to
both
get into
on
this.
minimum deals. Let that sink in. Valanciunas gives them something they've never had in the Jokic era. A legitimate backup center who can actually play. We're talking about a guy who averaged 10 points, 7 rebounds in 18 minutes coming off the bench last season for Sacramento and Washington. When Jokic sits, Denver won't fall apart anymore.
Yes,
They have a
man.
33-year-old veteran who started 645 NBA
Depth.
games, a bruiser who can punish smaller lineups, and Hardaway, another three-point sharpshooter who shot 36% on 6 attempts plus for his career. Bench depth is no longer a problem for Denver.
Oh god, I'm
Starting
so
caliber
excited.
backup center? Check. Elite shooting at every position? Check. Proven playoff performers? Check.
Supplemented
All
defense.
while staying under the luxury tax? Check. And at the center of it all, the most unselfish superstar in NBA history. A guy who makes everyone better. A guy who
Yo,
doesn't
the
care about
Jokic
stats.
offense is going to
A
be
guy who
crazy,
just
bro. I
wants to
can't say
win.
it enough.
Nikola Jokic with better shooting around him? Nightmare. Nikola Jokic with elite perimeter defense? Nightmare. Nikola Jokic with players who actually cut and move? Nightmare. The rest of the league better be paying attention, because this isn't just about one season, this is about building something sustainable. Because what Denver just built isn't just a team, it's a system. A sustainable, repeatable, genius-level system that maximizes their superstar while everyone else is still figuring out how to guard him. So yeah, the NBA has a Denver Nuggets problem, but it's not the problem you think. It's not about having too much talent. It's not about spending too much money. It's about a team that just
For
figured
once.
out how to build a serious title contender in the modern NBA. Michael Porter Jr. is a good player, but Cam Johnson is the right player. Bruce Brown isn't an all-star, but he's a championship player. And when you put that next to the best player in the world, that's not just a good team, that's a problem. The rest of the league is about to learn what Denver already knows. You don't need 3 superstars. You don't need a big 3. You need the right pieces around a transcendent talent. And Denver, they just found them. The Nuggets
It literally
aren't just
all
back,
came
They're
together
better, they're smarter,
in a
they're
couple
deeper.
afternoons.
The NBA's got a Denver Nuggets problem, alright? And it's only getting worse. So what do you think? Did Denver just build another championship team?
Yep.
Can the Nuggets seriously challenge OKC? Drop your takes in the comments
If the refs actually want to ref properly, yes.
below. And remember to like the video and subscribe for more basketball trade news.
Subscribe. Oops, and again, videos down in the comments. Check out his channel, please. Dude, like I said, absolutely hyped. Absolutely hyped. It all came together each year of the past couple years. It's just been a couple, a couple things that were off, a couple fundamental things, fundamental pieces that were missing. We finally have a system. We finally have it. There's a fit here. Like he said, everything fits. The only thing that could make it even better and make it, like, probably perfect is if Russ wanted to come back to us for, like, cheap, just for depth. I know we got a lot of shit. There was a lot of, like, goofy stuff that happened last year. Bro, he was there because Jokic wanted him. That's kind of what this group feels like. Stuff that's people that are going to work well with Jokic. Would love to bring him back for another run there and get him involved with the championship run, hopefully. I think that'd be cool. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That is the video. Thank you for watching.